Alrighty.
All right, we are live.
Okay.
Well, let's have Aaron check and make sure we sound fine back there. See what happens.
You want to end it? Start over?
No.
Just do it. Okay.
That's probably Aaron right there.
Where?
The first one showing up.
Oh, okay. So what are we waiting for?
Dude, it's pretty laggy, but it sounds good.
It does?
Okay.
Cool.
You just now pointed at the screen.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Alethea, do you want to share the...
Alethea, do you want to share?
Come
You
on.
don't have to repeat it every time.
I know. Here. So it's a live stream. Who gives a damn what we do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll share it too then. Just
Yeah. I'm going to be... people showing up. We're just going to try to freaking, I don't know, fix this up.
what?
Right back. 1 second.
Now, really, you're gonna leave me alone sitting here, completely live? People just staring at me right now. He's really walking around.
He really is.
Oh my god! Are you gonna do this? Like the dude? Don't do that. Turn that down.
Hold on, man. There we are, right
Oh
there.
my god. Okay. Turn that down, dude.
What's tonight's topic?
Oh my god, who's doing that? Is that you, Aaron? Turn that down. I can hear it.
That's
in your,
me,
like,
Marcus.
Is it you? Oh, okay,
Yes.
never mind. I thought it was this guy. So I hear mad echo
Hold
going
on,
on.
I'm doing something right now.
All right. You can turn it down and do it at the same time.
And we are live. Jeez,
Okay.
finally.
Yeah.
It took us all freaking night to get here, but here we are. So if you guys are just joining us, we're gonna start. Well, I'm just gonna start like a podcast.
Go
so we
ahead
can
and
like
just start it like a
repurpose
podcast. Do your whole little Truman Show thing.
this. My name is Cena Link. This is Marcus, and you're listening to Fallen Hour Radio. This is for the podcast listeners. So
Okay.
I want to repurpose this stuff.
Yeah.
So tonight we are actually getting. We decided to do a live stream and talk about our upcoming season for Fallen Hour Radio, and we have an exciting live stream. An exciting season coming up for Fallen Hour Radio, and we always try to top the last season for like what we do for Halloween season, and we always try to like book places like Moss Mansion and stuff like that. And this time was kind of different. So in this past year, we hit the top 25 podcast for paranormal and the genre of
Mhm.
paranormal. And so we
In,
just
Paranormality magazine, I believe it was called.
right, yeah. So
Yeah.
and if you like, well, actually, I think
Or paranormal. I can't remember what it is.
I
now.
forget. But if you guys
I thought
are
the name changed, maybe I'm not sure.
yeah, so we hit the top 25 podcast in that magazine, and we're gonna put that out on our Facebook page. So if you guys want to vote us back into the top 25 or like have us climb up the list, then you guys can help us out in that end. But that'll be on Facebook later on, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
But this season coming up, we decided since we made the top 25 that we're gonna invite these other top podcasters around the country, around the world, and come on and be our guests for Halloween. And this is going to be one extensive season.
Yeah.
Probably the most extensive we've had
kind
so
of
far.
Like my kind of the idea I had when we kind of started talking about this was we have, like all these friends that do podcasts, and they have, similar podcasts, and they have people come on, tell their stories. But I wanted to get the people that are doing these podcasts to tell their stories.
Right.
Which is that's what kind of got this whole thing going for this season, was I wanted to get them to do theirs.
Right.
So yeah.
I'm going to have Aaron get up for a second. Can you check that camera for me and make sure it's recording? Maybe don't feel like it wasn't recording at all. Is it recording back there? Okay, cool.
Alrighty.
So it's kind of like a really exciting thing to do because we haven't had anybody come on as a guest, as a virtual
Everything
guest.
we did was in person pretty much.
Right.
And this is the first time we're actually doing them like this.
right.
So yeah.
So this lineup, I mean, we have people coming on that are renowned in this field as
Mhm.
well. They've been in the podcasting world for years, most of them. And we have one I'm really excited about, and he's a voiceover artist. You want to talk about him a little bit?
Like that was really cool. And one of the people we have coming on, he's gonna do some voiceover work for us and all that, and
Right.
and he does a show called Weird Darkness,
Right.
and that's it's on radio stations and podcasting platforms. It's hosted by Darren Marler, who is a professional voiceover artist, and he's going to be coming on too.
I mean, this
helping us
guy
out,
has
so-
done live. He's done. I keep saying live streams, but he's done voiceovers for people like Volvo and Marvel Comics and
Denny's, like stuff like that. Like
Pizza Hut, yeah.
he does like commercial work and all that too. So like, yeah, he's been doing this since like 90, somewhere in the 90s is when he
Right.
really started doing this, and he has one of the top podcasts out there. So he's a big one, he is.
So in this Halloween season, we are planning to do also. I mean, let's talk about the table for a second.
Okay,
Is we were going to announce this later on, but we've been talking about it on and
I think
off.
you announce this every 2 fucking weeks.
I know. We've been talking about it on and off, but we are planning. We're hoping we get this table, and it's a haunted artifact that's been in my wife's family for generations,
Mhm.
and it's a table that reportedly dances, it moves, it smokes
Like every
cigarettes.
time you try to like explain this, and I'll say it dances at parties, I think this thing like is dancing like a person at a freaking party.
Right.
Like that's what I was like. I get that image in my head, so I try to explain like this thing moves and shakes and shimmies.
Right, it's like
and-
it's an animated table. It's like a haunted artifact or
Yeah,
a haunted item,
yeah.
and we're planning on having that as our finale.
Mhm.
And
That's the plan, yeah.
jumping into the paranormal field in a much more broader scope of going in and actually doing an investigation. This table has been bound in wire for about 40 years.
Yeah, because it
And
moves around so much.
Our hopes are that we have the guest coming on that
Yeah.
we're going to interview for the table is if we can actually take the wire off the table and do an investigation.
Yeah, to see if something happens.
Right. So that's going to be basically leading up all of October long. It premieres October 1st. That'll be our first episode, and I think it'll be with After Horizons.
After Horizons might be the first one we put out. Yeah,
Right. And
we
that's
might kind of jump in and out with them too.
and if you guys don't know who After Horizons are, that's Aaron Baker and Aaron Martin, and
also known as Wheezy,
right. And we
who's
have,
actually in the back right now.
Yeah.
Say what's up. If you're-
and we had them on quite often, and they're always a crowd
They're a
favorite,
crowd
and,
favorite, yeah.
and funny and things like that. So that's going to be premiering October 1st. And I'm going to have you run down the list and
I
see.
think we recorded our episode with them, and that was, man, that got creepy as hell.
Right. Yeah. it did.
That got so creepy, dude. And this was like in the middle of the night when we recorded this, and he got to the point where Wheezy walked in the living room by himself, and he was so creeped out that he came right back in.
I was like, nah.
I can't hear.
And both of these guys wrote me the next day and told me that they couldn't even sleep at night, man.
Say something, Wheezy.
Something.
I can't
Yeah,
hear his
no.
mic.
This mic not go. Oh, go ahead. Oh,
Say it again.
Check.
There
it
you
is.
go. There he
Yeah.
is.
Like,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
right away. Aaron Martin wrote me. He's like, dude, I did not sleep a wink last night. And he told me the same. He literally. You want to tell him how you slept?
I don't even remember. I
You
shut
said-
that out of my life.
he said he literally tried to block everything out. He was
Oh,
sleeping.
dude, I wear a CPAP machine, so like I'm getting channeled oxygen through a mask. So I slept face down, just face down in my pillow,
I can just imagine you just arms by
Just
your side, just,
arms at my side. That's exactly how I fell asleep.
just freaking Vader noises coming through the freaking pillow.
That's exactly how it happened.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I could not stop laughing when he told me that. And I ran into Aaron Martin at the park the next morning, and he was just telling me like, dude, I didn't sleep at all. And I was the same way. I kept rolling over, looking at my doorway, and I was like, and my cat freaked me out. My cat knows how to open the door.
Oh,
I saw the
funny.
doorknob jiggling. I glance over, like, what the, kind of roll back over here. I look over, the door started opening, and I was like, really?
Wait a second,
Okay,
like-
this is starting. And then the cat was sitting there. I was like, okay.
It like literally
Making
gets up
sure
there and
you're
like,
not-
Literally gets up and opens the door.
what the heck?
with
That's
his
weird.
hands,
Making
yeah.
sure you can still move.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I was like so creeped out. that
So
night.
I'm gonna have Marcus run down the list and talk about these podcasts coming on, these other
Yeah,
top
yeah.
podcasters coming on, and
Yeah, we brought on like some friends, to actually join us for this Halloween season. We have DC O'Rourke coming on from Hauntingly Yours. Tina Marie from Ascend and Conquer. We have Eric Freeman Sims
Right.
from The Unseen Paranormal. And I think Al Cooley's joining us, isn't he?
Yeah, I want to get him back.
He's going to be joining us too.
We were his guest, and that'll be premiering
October 5th, I think.
October 5th, yeah. So if you guys, that's Ghost in the Valley podcast.
Yeah, Ghost in the Valley.
And if you guys are around, I don't know, it's stupid to say, but if you guys are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, if you guys have any podcasting apps out there, we were his guest a couple weeks ago on his podcast, and that'll be premiering October 5th.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool.
That was really fun, actually. Yeah.
But
and we have some other people joining us too. Who else is joining us? Like
we have the Skull Crawlers, and if you guys don't know who these guys are, they do some amazing video work and amazing storylines, and they try to make a short horror film in a way that's kind of.
There's Eric right there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So it's like a short horror film, but it's like in a way that's it's cinematic, it's funny, and it's creepy.
Yeah, it's I like their videos, especially the alien one they did, dude. That was like laughing, dude. That was like so freaking awesome.
So if you guys are out there and you want to check out the Skull Crawlers, they're gonna do a short horror film for us. Hopefully, they have been planning on doing a film for us for Halloween. And depending on when they're able to shoot their short horror film for us, it'll be either premiering like mid-October or Halloween.
Yeah, and the guys from Dank Dine and
Dank Dine and damn, I
the
forget
last
their
part
freaking...
always escapes me, but they're going to be joining us as well.
I think it's just the Dank and Dine podcast.
Yeah, and
you guys are terrible.
I know we are terrible. We suck at this.
I know, like trying to remember everything all at the same time.
But yeah, that's going to be like we're going to have an episode coming out every week, and we have quite a few podcasts coming on, and we're going to be premiering those every week, all October long for the Halloween season. And we're going to try to do more
Dope Dank and Dine
podcast. Yeah, those guys are coming on.
Yep.
We have the Skull Crawlers coming on doing a short horror film, but all of the Halloween season long, it's going to be a jam-packed season for us. I mean, we've always had this thing going on with Halloween. Like we always try to shoot our podcast early, and then it never happens.
Never happens.
But this time we're actually we actually have like a foot in it. Now we're going with the podcast and stuff. So,
which I've been saying for years.
No, me too. They're
Yeah,
saying that, oh no, we'll have enough time. Oh no, we got to record tonight, like the night before.
What did Eric say? I'm blind.
He says he's excited to be on.
Oh, it's gonna be an awesome podcast.
Man, you are blind.
And his podcast is
The Unseen Paranormal.
Oh right, he's coming on this week.
This Saturday.
Right.
Actually,
yeah.
we recorded them Saturday.
So if you guys got to check out his podcast as well. Really cool.
Cool. Yeah.
But so yeah, it's going to be a really interesting season. It's going to be a jam-packed season. I mean, editing's going to be crazy on this thing. We have quite a lineup for this season, and we want to make sure it's inclusive with our audience too. So if you guys don't know what our page is, go to facebook.com/fallen hour and like the page, because it's going to be inclusive. I want to include the audience. I want to interact with the audience and have them included.
We're recording like pre-recorded episodes, but we're also going to be doing live streams all October.
Right. So just like how we're doing it now, where we're able to add you to the stream and things like that and answer your questions. And it's going to be like that for hopefully every podcast. I mean, we're still trying to think about how we want to introduce these podcasters and trying to form it in a way that's kind of different from what we've been doing these past years. So yeah, that's all I got for now.
Okay.
What do you think? Is that good for you?
Whatever, man.
It was good for me. Is that good for you?
That's good for me.
All breathy about it.
I know. So yeah, it'll be premiering October 1st with After Horizons, and then we'll jump into. We just had Ghost Biker on a couple nights ago, and she was a really
Miranda
interesting.
Young with Ghost Biker Explorations,
and
she was recorded with her like 2 nights ago, I think.
And we'll have promos coming out in hopefully in the next couple days. But so if you guys are on Facebook, make sure you like us on Facebook at Fallen Hour. Go to YouTube, search at Fallen Hour, and if you guys are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, Podbean, Radio Public. If you guys have a favorite podcasting app, most likely we're on it. Search Fallen Hour Radio, and we'll pop up, and you guys can follow along with this Halloween season. It's going to be a really cool season. So that being said, my name is Sid Alinik, and you are listening to Fallen Hour Radio.
Finger guns
Finger guns back there.